Hi, I'm Jeff Gonzalez, president of Trident Concepts, and today I'd like to talk to you about verbal de-escalation. So a lot of times out here on the training range, we do a lot of shooting against a target that's pretty much a known target, meaning that it's a shoot threat, and we're going to go ahead and just shoot the crap out of it until we attain our marksmanship skills. But most of the time, if we're carrying concealed, and especially with the rise in concealed carry licenses being issued, many folks are not really putting thought into verbal de-escalation. You have the responsibility of trying to avoid any type of deadly force encounter whenever you can. There's the simple aspect of just not going to bad places. The old adage of, don't play stupid games, you won't win stupid prizes. And then there's the other opportunity that comes about where you have to engage with the public. And in many cases, there could be I'm sure everybody has seen the slights that occur over a parking space, cutting in line at the grocery store, you name it. And each of these, particularly if you're carrying concealed, has the potential to escalate to deadly force. So you have to acknowledge that first of all. It changes your mindset about how you do things. But even if you do everything right and the other side really just is pushing the issue, well, you have to develop the verbal communication skills to try and de-escalate the situation. So what are we talking about with verbal de-escalation? Well, a lot of times, if it comes to encroaching, I tell people you want to start by asking, then telling, then commanding. So what we mean by ask the person and just, hey, stop just for a second, can I help you? If that doesn't work, then you got to be a little bit more forceful. Tell them to stop encroaching on you. And then if that still doesn't work, then you have to command. And that's where you really have to be able to reach inside and have that kind of like instructor voice that projects out what you're trying to achieve. After that, you have to start to work at recognizing what's going on around you. How can you try to de-escalate that situation? So first of all, you have to know the situation is kind of escalated in the first place. So we talk about situational awareness and being able to stay aware of everything that's going on around you. What I tell people is that you want to kind of think of things from these three perspectives. You need to be able to detect, you need to be able to diffuse, and then lastly, you need to be able to defend. So detecting has to do with situational awareness, seeing everything. You might pick up on body language, you might pick up on certain kind of mannerisms, and that kind of gives you an idea, okay, maybe that person feels as though I wronged him in some way. Okay, you can do things as simple as moving away at that point. If that doesn't work and you have to engage with them, then you want to diffuse that situation. You want to try to de-escalate. Hey man, I'm sorry I didn't know that was your parking space. Or hey, I'm going to be in and out real quick. I'll be happy to, kind of turn it over to you then. Or there's just different ways that you can engage to try to lower that situation. And then the last thing you want to keep in mind is if all of your efforts fail, you've tried everything that you can, and now you feel as though your life is in jeopardy, then at that point you move to the defend. When we talk about that, remember that the bad guy has to have the means, the intent, and the opportunity. Those are kind of like the basics for deadly force engagement. If you don't understand what intent is or means or opportunity, you really need to start doing some research on your own. Most LTC classes won't cover that material, so it's on you to actually educate yourself and become more familiar with the deadly force continuum, if you will. All right, so I'm Jeff Gonzalez. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Thanks for tuning in. Take care and stay safe.